Alright, this is going to be a wish list of all Phase 1 belts of the Kamen Riders. This video, I was inspired to make this video because I was watching my brain will trickle down this path of stuff that'll trick me into buying stuff. This is how it happens. I'll see a video. So I watched a YouTube video of all the final forms of the secondary riders. As I watched it, I was intrigued with Meteor's final form and his little Beyblade. I was like, oh shit, that's so sick. Because I recently got into Beyblades the second half of last year, and I'm like, oh shit, that's kind of sick. I kind of want that. If I see that, I'll definitely pick it up. I don't think I need a brand new in-box version. And also, I'm planning to go to Japan at one point. And when I do, I want to hit up the secondhand stores where they sell all secondhand stuff. And I see a lot of these just Super Sentai, Ultraman figures and toys. And I'm like, dude, I'd be down to get some secondhand, just collectibles or toys from there. So I'm thinking oh, maybe I should make a wish list. Just to get my priorities straight. If I'm there, I can, know what I want and what I can skip and don't want, right? And so I made this tier list, and we're gonna start off with the things I already own. I own the DX and CSM versions of Decade. I can say the Decade's probably my favorite rider. It's Decade or Phase. So it might be Decade because I own the CSM, but yes, Decade I think is one of the coolest belts. It's so clean. I love the cards. There's nothing unnecessary. It's perfect. It fits. It's just perfect. I love it. I think it's the perfect belt. And then I own the Deno belt, the DX version. Do I want the CSM one? Not really. I don't feel like there's a need for it. Even though Deno's probably one of my top 5 Kamen Riders, I don't think I need it. I think just the DX one, I could settle for the DX one. Let's see. Something I can just get off is I pre-ordered the Phase belt. I was so hyped when I found out that they were releasing it, the version 2. I was like, hell yes, bro. On my lifetime wish list, Phase belt was one of the things I was always planning to get. I don't know when, but I was always planning to get. And I'm whenever I do have whatever money, throwaway money, I'll pick that up. I'll pick up a second-hand Phase belt, right? I know people are always going to sell this, so I'm going to pick it up. But by the time I do get a shit ton of throwaway money, the item's going to be super old, and it's probably going to be worth a shit ton by the time. So when they announced that they were coming out with version 2, because I think next year they're doing the 20th anniversary of Phase, I was hyped. And I'm like, why not get this one, right? Why would I not get order the version 2? It's brand new, because I was already gonna get a second-hand one, right? So I'm gonna get this one brand new. It's gonna be so sick. And version 2's, they're gonna have updates and upgrades from the previous one, so it's perfect. Alright, so these are the ones that I have to think about now, and I have thoughts. I would say an easy skip would be Hibiki. It's not the fact that I don't like Hibiki. I do like that he's the only rider without a belt to transform. I like that he's unique like that, and I love his suit. I can rank Kamen Rider suits another day, but this suit's pretty sick. But I could skip it. It's not necessarily I need this in my collection. Let's see. Let's just go in order. How about that? Kuga. I watched a couple episodes of Kuga, but does it have like a fun factor in my head? Sometimes, like when I look at a thing, I want to see how much, not fun, but like how much does it offer? Like, is it worth it? You know, does it have all enough like stuff? You know, unique playness with it. Kuga's belt isn't really playful. Like the first half wasn't about selling gimmicks and pumping up toy sales, so it's hard to rank them like that. To rank and think about playfulness with these belts, because there wasn't like really their main goals. But how does it look? Would I collect them? I'm gonna say no. Not really. I would skip, but you know, I would put this over TBK. You know, if I had to choose, Agito's belt, I feel like there's a little bit more playfulness with like the 2 buttons and it spins. So that's a little bit cooler. It looks a little bit cleaner. I kind of like the gold around it. So for me, I would still have to put skip. I don't necessarily would want to get it if I saw it in a thrift store. Like I'm imagining if I was in like the secondhand shops in Japan, would I pick it up? Even if it was super cheap, probably not. Ryuki's belt, even though I like it, there's like the, you know, other form factors that, you know, other decks can be put in. Would I get it? Probably not. Honestly, I'll probably put it here. I've seen more Kuga than Ryuki, but I think I like Kuga's belt more. Blades, I love this belt actually. I love that like there's like back then I love that like it wasn't like outrageous and this was like possible. It was like realistic and not too magical. It was like a mechanical. I love that it was like, you know, making it more playful with this belt, with Blade's belt. So Blade's belt would be something I actually would consider. It would be definitely a maybe. I love that it does the flip. It's probably one of the cool gimmicks of it. Kiva's belt. Kiva belt is when they're starting to like, you know, make it more playful. Add other things, you know, it's a live thing. I think it's, yeah, Kiva belt would definitely be, actually, you know, I made this video before and I put in maybe, but now that I'm thinking about it, it might be a want. If I see this belt there for a decent price, I might pick it up. The DX version though. CSM, I don't think I would get any of these CSMs, you know, in maybe or want. But if there was a DX version in good condition for a fair price, I might pick it up. Blade, I would have to be sold on it, but I wouldn't mind not getting it, right? These ones I could skip, and pretty much, yeah. Probably should change its color. Whatever, dude. But here's the list. I think if I see a Kiva belt in the shop in Japan, I'll pick it up. Would I pick up a CSM belt for Deno? No. I own both of Decade's belt. Blade's belt, maybe. I don't know. Depending on the price. If it's like super cheap, then yeah. That's like the only way I would get it. Fai's belt, for sure. Already ordered it. So fucking hyped. And I ordered it off Entertainment Earth, and I've never really ordered anything like Japanese and that's new from there, so I don't know if they're gonna like cancel my order, because they already canceled like one of my orders. I think it was like a McFarlane Batman figure, but I don't know, since this is like Japan, I don't know how this is gonna act. And I don't know how many people order like Kamen Rider stuff. If there's not that many people that orders Kamen Rider stuff, I don't feel like I'm gonna get canceled or whatever, like my order's gonna get canceled for someone else. But I hope it doesn't, because every other place is already like sold out. And these belts I'm probably gonna skip unless they're like $10 for the DX one. Then yeah, if they're $10, it's like easy cop. But yeah, that's the video. I'm gonna make a second video of phase 2. That video is gonna be a little bit more interesting, cause I'm gonna rate the belt itself and the gimmicks. There's like 2 parts for that one. There's gonna be the belts and the gimmicks. The gimmicks are 2 different almost genres to rate, but I'm gonna put them together and see which one to see if I would pick it up if I was in Japan. And thanks for watching. Also, share your list, or if you make one, share your list. Let me know what you guys think about, or your thoughts on these belts or my list.